Good morning, students. How are you? Well at your home? So, students, in the beginning of chapter, I have told you that at the time of independence, India was having three challenges. Can you recall? Yes, number one is nation building, number two, establishment of democracy, and third was development of the country and well-being of all. These were the three challenges, and I have told you in first chapter we will discuss about the nation building. In nation building we have studied about partition and rehabilitation of the people. Then we have discussed about the merger of princely states in India, but the work of making India a united nation was incomplete till now. The work of nation building did not end. Although I have told you all the princely states merged with India, but still one more challenge was there before India. Now we will discuss about that challenge. What was that challenge? Reorganization of states. Again I will tell you, students, during the time of India there was two types of areas in India. One was which was under the control of Britishers, that was known as British India, and one those areas which were under the control of princes, rulers, these were known as princely states. And all these princely states merged with India, some by negotiations or some by diplomacy or some by force. During the time of British India, there were some provinces. As nowadays we are having states, Haryana, Punjab, UP, Bihar, West Bengal, Goa, so many states are there. At that time, during the time of Britishers, they were known as provinces. Bengal province, Bombay province. I have told you about NWFP, Northwest Frontier Province. But now Britishers are not here. Now only British India is not here. Princely states have also merged in India. So the third important challenge in the making of India as a nation, that challenge was to draw the internal boundaries of Indian state. Internal boundary, how it will be drawn, on what basis it will be drawn, this was also a big challenge before India. And this was not for the administrative divisions as Britishers have done. These boundaries must be drawn in the way so that the people of different languages, the people of different cultures, those who are majority in number in any part, they must be a part of India. What happened during the British rule? The Britishers, they have nothing to do with the culture or the language of India. Means they had nothing to do with the diversity, unity or nationalism of India. They had created provinces only because of their administration, only because of their administration point of view. They did not want that the people of same language or same culture should be united or they should be an integral part of India. No, They have created these provinces because of administration. Clear? Now in India we were having all those provinces as well as what? The princely states. 565 princely states were there. They had also become a part of Indian Union. So when our freedom movement was going on at that time, our freedom fighters, they have promised the people of India that the divisions which has been done by the British government, these divisions are artificial. What have they promised? They promise that whenever we will get independence, the states will be created on the basis of language, means linguistic base, means the people speaking the same language will be a part of one state. As you know, Indian National Congress was conducting every year its session. Very many important session you have studied in class 8th also and in class 11th also. So students, in the session of 1920, Congress session of 1920, which was held in Nagpur, in that session also Indian National Congress has promised that the states will be created on the basis of language. Many provincial congress committees were created by the linguistic zone, means Congress party has created zones on the basis of language. Although the provinces were there, but itself Congress has created some linguistic zones, means zones on the basis of same language, and committees were formed. Bengali committee, Madras committee or Kannada committee, means the people speaking the same language were in the same zone. And they did not follow the administrative divisions which were created by Britishers. Means Britishers were having Bengal province, Bombay province. Congress has not accepted it. Congress has created its own zone on the basis of language. Now students, you know that when we got independence, our leaders, they saw the partition of India. So they feared that if the states in India will be formed on the basis of language, then what will happen? It will create a danger to the unity of India. There may be more partitions. The people speaking one language may demand a separate country. And second thing, that it would draw the attention away from the other social challenges. Students, this is the answer of that question, why the Indian government was not agree in the beginning to create the states. Indian government was saying that still we are having so many problems because of partition of India. We have to improve economically in India. Poverty should be removed. The people who have come from across the border, we have to settle them also. So this reorganization of the state should be postponed. There are so many social challenges. Our attention should be on those social challenges, but if we will work for the reorganization of the states, then our attention will not be at the social challenges. Third point, The fate of the princely states had not been decided till now. Still, some states were not agree to join India. So, because of these three reasons, number one, fear that there may be more disintegration. Number two, attention will be away from the social challenges. Number three, still some princely states were not merged with India. Because of these three reasons, the center leadership, means the government of India, decided to postpone the matter. What was the matter? Reorganization of the states. But the local people, the local leaders, they challenged. They wanted immediate action of the government for the reorganization of the state. And what happened in Andhra Pradesh? Andhra Pradesh, a movement was started which was known as Vishal Andhra movement. Andhra Pradesh was not a state. The people who were speaking Telugu language, they were living in Madras. And those people wanted that our language, our culture is different from the Tamil people, so we must have our own separate state. This movement was known as Vishal Andhra movement, and you will be surprised to know that all the political parties of Andhra Pradesh, they supported this movement. The leader, Congress leader Potti Shri Ramalu, he was a follower of Mahatma Gandhi. He went on indefinite fast, and because of indefinite fast he died. After 56 days he died. Anshan, in Hindi it is called Anshan, and after 56 days he died. He was a Congress leader and follower of Mahatma Gandhi. Potti Shri Ramalu, who was the leader in this movement, Vishal Andhra movement, and he went off indefinite fast and he died because of that fast. Now what happened? There was unrest. The people were in anger because of the death of Potti Shri Ramalu. The members of Legislative Assembly of Madras, they have resigned because they wanted separate state for the Telugu speaking people. And in December 1952, central government was forced to form a new state on the basis of language, that was Andhra Pradesh. So because one state was formed, so such type of movements also started in other parts of India to form the states on the basis of language. Students, you can see this Andhra Pradesh was the first state in India who was formed on the basis of language. So that's all today, and tomorrow we will continue with the same topic. Till then, goodbye and take care.